Howdy y'all, this is KK Dog the Big Red coming back at you with some Wizard101. Going over going through the game with our Myth Wizard.
Wizard! I'm excited to
I'm just gonna skip through some of those. Alright.
help!
Today we're going to go through Triton Avenue and the rest of Wizard City. We should be able to finish it today.
I'm lucky you came along. Something has broken the flow of storm magic through the street. Those towers should have arcs of lightning between them. This is bad. My sister Susie and I came to see if we could help get things back under control, but we got separated. The haunted minions drove me back. Can you create a diversion so I can try to break through? Attack the minions,
three
and
of them.
I'll meet you by the river.
Alright, these minions shouldn't be too much to defeat, so I'm actually just going to take the minions out of my deck. Just because I don't think there's really any need for them here. I mean, we should be able to, like, one-shot these dudes with the tier 2 spell, so we'll just chill. Go for that. This will also complete the quest from, I think her name is Gloria Crendall? The nice lady next to the bazaar who gives us gear for defeating, like, the first minion of each street. Or the first mob. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. Yeah, let's go talk to Gloria Crendall to get our new gear. We can't equip it yet, but in like 2 levels it'll be nice to have. Yeah. I don't know, I have so many memories of Triton Avenue just because when I was younger.
I knew you'd have no trouble securing those supplies. Now, a magical binding here, some weaving spells there, all done. I hope those robes serve you well, wizard. Good fortune on all your travels.
Nice. Can't equip them yet. Couple more levels we'll be able to. And leveling up in Triton Avenue is pretty quick. But yeah, before you, like, if you don't have a membership, the only area I think you have access to, I'm not sure if they made the whole Arc 1 free or not, or the first, like, 2 worlds. But back in the day, it used to be that you just had, like that, you used to only have Unicorn Way and, Triton Avenue unlocked. And that was as far as you could go, because you didn't have access to, what's it called again? Firecat Alley or Cyclops Lane. You didn't have access to those 2 streets if you didn't pay for the membership. Obviously, I'm grown now, or I'm much older. I have the ability to pay for the membership on my own. Thank God. So we can go through all of Wizards. We could go through the whole game without any worry of being stonewalled by the paywall. All right, last haunted minion to clear out. I think my general game plan for the future with this, because I know most of the minions that we're going to get, at least in these early levels, are going to be like X cost. Like the troll minion that we currently have is, you know, spend X pips to summon a minion of myth, or in this case a troll minion. I need to find like where that balance is between like how much to save up versus just let it rip. I think realistically, if we get 2 pips and then summon the minion, we'll be in a good spot, just because that gives it enough power to tank like 2 hits, which should be realistically like 3 or 4 rounds if it draws aggro.
Thanks for the help, wizard. I wouldn't have gotten here without you. I'm worried something terrible has happened. On my way here, I saw one of the lightning eels with Susie's wand in its jaws.
Oh, God.
Maybe she just dropped it, but maybe not. What can we do?
I couldn't help it over here. You're very loud. If you can bring me that wand, I may be able to assist.
That's a
Really?
dope wand.
How?
You know, guys, I think she got eaten by one of the eels. I think we should just call it.
We've got to find my sister. If you get her wand
Ah,
from the lightning
abandon
eels,
hope.
Duncan Grimwater, necromancer. I was drawn here by a massive surge of death magic. It must be the reason the undead have overrun the street. I wish Malastare were here. He could stop all this madness instantly. If only he were still alive.
Oh, brother.
Malastare is alive? Impossible. I don't know what you saw, but you must be mistaken. Someone is trying to deceive you and Professor Ambrose. Malastare was a great man, the greatest necromancer of this age. Ambrose is responsible for what happened to him. If he hadn't...
Can we talk about this later? My sister's lost out there.
You're right. Wizard, bring me that wand, and I think I can get to the bottom of this.
You know, I hope people glaze me as much as Duncan Grimwater glazes Malastare in the future.
Greetings, Wizard. Thank goodness you're here. The undead are making a mess of everything, but they're only the beginning. Storm magic flows through Triton Avenue in a steady current, or at least it did, until all this craziness started. Now the flow has been diverted. It's making the storm creatures that live in the river angry. Lightning eels have swarmed up from the depths and are slithering amok. If they aren't driven away, their electrical charge could unbalance things even more. Can you go drive some of them away?
Alright. The reason I talked to Mr. Somer, Mr. Sunblade, is because I think he's the one that gives us access to the Kraken fight, which is an iconic Triton Avenue fight. Like, you have to do it. For electric eels, I actually will. I'll take out the traps and equip some of the golem minions, just because I'm not sure if they have a shield against myth spells or not. Because myth is powerful against lightning. And usually when that's the case for mob fights, they might have access to a myth shield, like this one just used. I was right. So that's going to reduce the damage of the next myth spell cast against this minion by 80% the next hit. So let's just throw a weak one out there to break the shield and open the way for our minion. Yeah, I love the school identity of this game, at least in the earlier levels, where it feels like they play into it more, you know? I've heard that at later levels, especially, it kind of just all blends together, where you just want to blade up, you know, use feints, bunch of traps, power yourself up, and hit with, like, AoE spells to essentially one-shot everything. Again? Brother, please. But I like it when it's early and you have lightning wizards fizzling all the time because their spells deal the most damage. They have the lowest accuracy. The fire has the damage over time. Ice has the shields. And then on the spirit side, you have the music stopped abruptly. And then like on the spirit side of the spectrum, you have life with its heals, death with its... Death is actually just kind of a very, very powerful class, because they have access to some really good utility spells, and like half of their hits life steal, which means that, like, you know, it's going to restore you health based on the damage you deal, which makes soloing with them very, very easy.
Excellent. Susie is still alive. I can sense it from her wand. I think I can find her, but there's one more thing I need. I know a ritual that could grant me a vision of wherever Susie is. It's very advanced. I'm not surprised you don't know it. The connection between Susie and her wand is one anchor for the ritual, but I need another. And I think I know what will work. When I was trying to reach the source of the death magic, I ran afoul of the rotting fodder across the river. They're using storm magic.
That doesn't make any sense. Why are they using storm magic instead of death?
That's a good question.
They were wearing strange amulets that were crackling with storm energy. Bring me those amulets and I can cast my spell.
Are those Susie's amulets? Did she have 3 of them on her? Many questions to ponder. But whenever I'm going up against an electric mob or monster, then I do plan on using minions to help break shields and such. So we have these rotting fodders. They are lightning minions, so I'm just gonna stick to the strategy. What do I have in my treasure card again? A pixie. I'm gonna put a sprite in there too. I'm not planning on using it, of course, against like the mob battles like this. Boss battles will be more useful. I just don't want to forget about it. Troll. I'm going to be honest, this guy behind me, he has the quest marker above his head. I can't remember what his quest is. I can't remember what his quest is at all, actually. These guys don't seem to be putting up the mist shields at all. I'm going to stick to the strategy just because, well, you never know. Actually, let me talk to Sandor Spitfire. See what he's got. A scrap of trouble.
Welcome to Special Reagent, where each reagent is unique and... Oh, sorry. I cannot do the beach, for I am the sad. I have lost something precious.
Oh, why are you the sad, Sandor?
It is a scrapbook that belonged to my cousin, Sylvia Drake. Once, she was a teacher here, till the dreadful cold claimed her.
You're a... Oh my.
Some monster called Skull Splitter stole Sylvia's scrapbook and took it to his skull fort. If only someone could get it back for me.
You know what? We'll accept it and go do it after we finish off the rotting fodders. So I'm pretty sure he has an electric eel as like his minion, the Skull Splitter. I mean. Oh yeah, back to class identity. I was like halfway through explaining what the Death School does. So Death is like, you know, Death has a bunch of utility spells. They have their main gimmick is the lifesteal. Like most hits will restore you health based on the damage it deals. It restores like half of the damage dealt as health, which is pretty nice. Like it's really good for questing and stuff or more prolonged fights, because if you're healing with every hit, I mean, you know, you can focus just on offense without really having to put up much defenses. And that's the same for most schools. Most schools have enough health to kind of ignore defense a bit and just focus on setting up for hits, which I don't really like that. I feel like battles should be more tactful than that, but I'm not one to complain. And then the last of the spirit schools is Myth, which we are playing through, and you know their main focus is on like minions.
So you've come for the scrapbook that belonged to Malistair's wife, eh? Pity she caught that cold and died.
She died from a cold?
Well, I won't allow you to have it. I will deny him any kindness after what he denied me in life.
Damn.
As for you, wizard, prepare to join the ranks of the undead and serve me.
I was wrong. He doesn't even have the electric eel as a minion. He does have a myth minion, though. We don't have a myth shield. For this one, we'll stick with the strategy that we talked about earlier. We'll spend a round building up a pip, so zero cost spell. Myth trap will do just fine. I reckon we'll spare just put it on the boss for now. And then next turn I'll summon a troll to help out with the fight. We do end up starting a turn behind this way, essentially, because, you know, after we summon the minion we're going down to 0 pips, but once we gain access to more defensive options, I think it'll be massively beneficial for us to put shields in our deck. Give us some time to build defenses before we summon in our army. Oh, the last school. The balance school. I've never actually played through it before. And from what I can tell, their class identity is kind of just... Actually, what's a good way of putting this? Because, to my understanding, their class identity is more like you don't deal with any fights like extremely well, you know? Like if we were a life wizard, Sergeant Skull Splitter would be a whole lot easier because we have boosted damage on it. I don't think Balance actually has that. All of its fights are like neutral. And it gives really good buffs. It's kind of like a support school that isn't focused around healing. It does have heals, but it's not solely focused on that. It's very versatile. Where Death is like half utility, half lifesteal, Balance is like full utility, and it can even... I mean, it has some spells which might help out the opponents more than you. Like there's one spell, I think it's called Power Play, and it's like an arena spell, which makes it so everybody gets affected by it, and it gives everybody like 40% power pip chance, and power pips are basically double pips that you can earn at the beginning of every round, or might be given to you. It has its own specific stat. You can affect it with the gear you're wearing and stuff, but I've always found it odd that it's like, well, if we're giving everybody a bunch of power pips, wizards, I mean, the players would technically have an advantage if they have like high damage gear or something of the sort. That way you can just spam out more powerful hits without having to take those extra turns to like blade up, set up traps and all that, but I don't understand the appeal of like having that possibly power up your opponent, you know? Are you saving up for a Cyclops? My minion? Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay, that didn't actually hurt as bad as I thought. Oh, he was. This should be enough to finish off the battle. I will say one thing about minions is that they don't benefit from any of your gear's stats. So, like whenever I summon a Cyclops or a troll minion or my living puppet, it's always going to have just like base stats. It's not going to have any benefits from what I have equipped. Okay, electric eels. We gotta defeat 2 more. Let's go. We are running low on mana. I will have to keep an eye out for that. I reckon after we defeat these, we go back to that little teleporter hub. Set up our teleport mark. And then we'll go back to the commons, collect some mana there, and fill up our potion. Because we used it at some point. I forget when. Right, we lost once in the Achilles fight, so I think it was after that we popped it and immediately teleported back. Good learning experience. That's a tough fight. It's a real tough fight for us. Alright. We gotta defeat one more. I am mainly just going to be doing the story line because if I allow myself to do a side quest like here or there, it often I'm the type of person who will shift immediately to, okay, we're 100%ing this before we do anything else. And while that's cool, if you do that, it leaves you over leveled as could be, and like you're blowing through worlds, and half the time like you'll get a quest to learn a spell in an area that you haven't even unlocked it, you know? Which is extremely annoying to me. Because I'm the type of person who wants to get it done immediately. I don't like dilly-dallying too much. Alright, let's finish off this eel. I think at this point all of our quests should just be turned in. Yeah, we have 3 turn-in quests. Okay, the music ending so abruptly is kind of jarring. I hate to keep making a mention of it, but it really is just like, okay. The music stops, then changes up, and it's abrupt. Alright. So if I do a mini game right now, it'll first fill up whatever mana I am missing from my mana pool. And after that it will start over, like putting the excess into the potion. Oh, do we have any spells available from Sabrina yet? No. We have to wait till level 10. We'll get there. You could also buy like a full potion from Hilda. Mrs. Hilda Brewer. But I don't really want to spend any gold on that. I kind of want to wait until I can buy a mount. I'm going to realm hop. So whenever you play in this game, you're playing in one of the available realms. Back in the day, most of these like used to be either full or like a normal amount of people were in it. Now the game's a little bit older and people have stopped playing quite as much. There's a good dedicated amount of people who, of course, they're committed. They're going to keep playing probably no matter what. Probably. Gotta keep going, collecting that mana. It's so we only have to play one mini game instead of 2, and like you could play the mini games as far as you can. There's no real benefit outside of like filling up your potion to full. Like once you do that, there's not much of a reason to. I think we've done this before. I'm going to do the conjuration. It's just the easiest in my opinion. Because you only have to go to like level 3, I think, before you get all of your mana fill. So, boop, 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 boop. So one more level and we should be good here. Oh, I aced that just about. So it'll give us full mana, a little bit of gold on top. If you only do it to the second one, it won't give you the full amount of mana needed to fill a potion. All right, let's go turn in these quests.
The scrapbook! Thank you! My cousin, she helped me move here, make friends. Now, this is all I have left of her. You are a good person, Wizard.
Ooh, better hat. Let's go. Are we level 9 or level 10? We're level 9. Let's go turn in the other quest. It's faster just to walk there. Did I collect the smith? I didn't collect the smith for the... Okay. Okay, I didn't collect it for Firecat Alley. I think I remembered after. Oh, we're one too high. In the future, I mean, once I have more practice with YouTube and, you know, the medium as a whole, I would love to get into editing these videos more, just because I know realistically 2-hour videos on Wizard101, nobody really wants to watch that for that long, I don't think. Bigger creators like what? Ah, shoot, why am I blanking on their names?
Well
Basically,
done.
oh.
That should stabilise things a little. I hope it's enough. Do you think you might do me another favour? You see, I work at the mill across the river. We grind lumina crystals. I was bringing in a load of raw crystals when everything went crazy. The haunted minions scattered my shipment all over the place. Can you round up some raw crystal barrels and bring them to me? I'll be in your debt.
This is a collect quest, a special kind of side
Yes,
quest.
Gamma, it
Unlike
is a
most
collect
quests,
quest.
Collect quests have no quest arrow. Good luck
Now, let's see what I can see. If I'm right, and I usually am, whoever's enchanting these storm amulets also kidnapped Susie. They probably have Susie imprisoned close by.
Why did you need that to figure out where Susie is, though?
I can use the link between the wand and Susie to find her, and the link between the storm amulets and their maker to produce a vision. Here goes.
Okay.
Nothing. Whoever this is, they have some powerful magic. I think I could break through the interference with a charged lumina crystal.
Duncan, I gotta be honest with you, dog. I think you had a flawed idea.
They make lumina crystals at the mill across the river. Go talk to
Oh.
Lad Raveneye and get...
Speaking of the lumina crystals, Summer, it's time to shine. Alright. Let's go get the barrels. They should be around here, since he mentioned the haunting minions scattering them about. Yeah. But I feel like when most people do like the Let's Plays or, you know, any of like the longer form playthroughs, like I forget, sorry, I can't remember the channel's names at all, but there's the one YouTuber who had a no damage run, seeing how far he could get with that, at least for the whole Arc 1, where he used armor and stuff of that sort to help get through it, which is like crazy.
Good. My shipment's recovered. I'll get them the rest of the way. Thank you, Wizard. We didn't drive the eels away fast enough. The storm magic surge lured a kraken up out of the deep. It'll wreck everything if you don't stop it. You could use this teleporter to reach the kraken. Ah, but it's broken. The rotting fodder stole its keystone. Get it back, and double quick.
Silver chest, let's go. But yeah, oh gosh, I can't remember what I was talking about at all. Let's get through this silver chest. While I try to remember what I was just yapping about. Right, the no damage run. I have no idea where I was leading with that, though. Oh yeah, like, people who edit their videos, who make more, like, concise, showing more or less the highlights, I feel like those videos usually do a whole lot better. And it's not like they only made those videos for YouTube. They streamed it and then took, like, the highlights from that, made a whole video about the whole process of it, and I think those videos are phenomenal. I absolutely adore those videos. I don't think I'm there yet. For now, I want to... Well, I just want to see how it feels to play a game and talk for so long, because I usually don't talk very often. So having a YouTube, or making like YouTube videos and talking through that is work.
We're out of luck. The undead stole all my crystals. I've got lots of raw crystal. I could grind you another one, but the mill's broken. Undead stole the wheel cogs and scattered them all over.
Because I just got you a bunch of those raw
But
crystals.
even if I could grind you a crystal, I couldn't charge it. My lightning rod won't work. The Scarlet Screamer stole the primary coil. You could help get me up and running again. Gather up the cogs and get my coil back from the Scarlet Screamers, and I'll get you a crystal.
Brother, you didn't defend anything, did you? Alright. Well, we've already fought a Banshee once. We know what they bring. Shields, good health pool. We do gotta fight a rotting fodder for that teleporter keystone, though. So let's do that while we're collecting the cogs, making our way down the street. They do love their shields. It's okay, we'll overwhelm them with numbers. One shield doesn't stand a chance against 2 myth. Come on, brother. You know what? That's okay. He's doing his best. I don't know what the resistance actually looks like here. Alright, let's finish him off. Get that teleporter. What's it again? It's not grindstone. Lodestone? Maybe. That's my goat. Where I fizzle, he flourishes. Oh. Oh, my poor boy Bandit. Bandit is one of the 2 dogs my family has. We got an old boy named Bubba. Big old dog. Well, not big, but old. That's for sure. I could not tell you what breed they are, but they are the most adorable little things. And Bubba's the one that I made the channel PFP after. He's the one who's on all the title screens. But there's Bubba and Bandit, who's like a smaller version of Bubba. They're not related, but they are so cute and they look so similar. It's adorable. Rushing through these, it's important to collect all the silver chests you can. I think there's stuff later in the game that works with it, and the silver, like the shocked keys that we got from the last one. We should get another one here. They sell for a whole bunch in the bazaar, and I think they're used later in some crafting things as well. Okay, I don't have like a prism. Prisms change the like type of one hitting spell to another. So against like mobs of your school, since I'm myth and I have myth spells, going up against other myth minions means that they'll resist my spells. I think on this street they don't resist it too much, but in like every other world it goes up to like what, 80% resistance naturally or something, like maybe 40. It might just be 40% resistance. I might be remembering it a little bit wrong, but like it's a significant amount of resistance that you have to plan around. So using a prism flips it from whatever school they resist to a school that they're weak against. So for us, it would be transforming a myth hit into a lightning hit, which would be more effective against the Scarlet Screamer. Okay, they don't resist it that much. Maybe it's like 10% or something. Just to introduce the idea that, hey, these are going to resist your hits. Yeah, let's complete all the quests we got right now, and then once we head back, we can, you know, get everything ready. You know, these worlds used to look a whole lot older. They updated them. Actually, I don't know when. But they look much cleaner now, much more modern. And I think there's a way to switch it back to like what it looked like before. Where is it? Is there 2D? I have no idea what the 2D combat display means. You know what, I'll fiddle with that in a sec. Where is it? Classic mode. So classic mode is... it's like the old art, or the old assets for all of Wizard City and Crocotopia, I think. Did they update? I can't remember if they updated the next world. But all of Arc 1 consists of four worlds. There you go, in order of. First world, of course, Wizard City. It's where we start out. The second world is going to be Crocotopia, then Mushu, and we're finishing it off with Dragonspire. And there are some optional worlds to hit along the way. I don't think I'll be hitting those worlds until a bit later. Like when I was younger, and even now, I absolutely love Wisteria. But I hate being so over-leveled for like the main story, you know? It doesn't make it... I feel like it takes away from the fun of it. Because you can just level yourself up to an absurd degree, you know? Have your wizard be like 7, 8 levels higher minimum than they should be. That's what happens all the time when I 100%. And I enjoyed the 100%ing, but for this game... a bit less so, just because you know, when you do that, the pace doesn't keep up with you, and it makes sense.
Ah, be bother this soggy place, and be bother you. If this coil's so precious to you, take it.
I will take it. Ah, it took too long to give me the dialogue. We could just flee, but that ain't me. I ain't the type to flee. We fight. Kind of wish it gave you that invulnerability period for a little bit longer, but it is what it is. I reckon most people just skip through the dialogue. That's what I usually do. This will be the first time that I'm actually like taking the time to listen to all of it, just because I don't want to read it out loud. It's a lot of dialogue. A lot of dialogue. And the voice actors do a pretty good job. Alright, let's get some health orbs and go back. Go back to turn in some quests. Okay. We'll hit Blad and then Somer. Shomer? Mr. Sunblade. There you go. Sunblade. I wonder if he was a fire wizard back in the day. But our primary goal right now is just going to be to keep progressing through the story. And when we have access to it, we'll buy a mount from the shop. A permanent mount.
Splendid. Now, put those cogs to good use and get the old wheel turning. I'll fix the lightning rod.
Alright, let's go restore it.
Alright, we're ready. Here, just pull this lever and we'll charge that Lumina crystal right up.
Pull the lever.
Ah, well done, wizard.
So have we restored electricity to the street now?
Thanks to you, I'm back in business. Here you are. One brand new, fully charged Lumina Crystal. She's a beauty. I hope she serves you well.
That doesn't... I mean, I hear the electricity at least, but that could just be for the mill. Let's go. But yeah, we'll have to get him out later. I don't want to spend any money to, you know, buy the mounts or anything of that sort. I'm pretty content earning it myself.
You did it! Quickly, there's no time to lose. Now that teleporter's repaired, you can go deal with that Kraken. Head on down, and be careful. Good luck, Wizard.
We will go fight it in a sec. I'm just going to talk to Duncan first.
A Lumina Crystal! This should be just what we need. The Lumina Crystal will boost the power of my ritual. It'll work this time, I'm sure. It's working!
Oh.
Susie, I can see her. But what was that horrifying thing with her?
Wait, I thought they took her wand. I thought that's how we're seeing her right now.
That's the Harvest Lord. We studied him in class. He's a powerful spirit from the underworld who harvests the souls of the innocent.
Damn.
It looked like she's in Galvanos Tower. That must be where the Harvest Lord is enchanting the storm amulets. Wizard, please free my sister.
Do you common the Galvanos Tower? I mean, he knows what the inside of it looks like. We're not level 10 yet, are we? No, not yet. Probably be after we fight the Kraken, actually. Alright. We'll use our regular boss fight strategy. This should be enough. We want to get those troll minions out turn 2 if we can. Not a bad hand, I'll pass it. Just save up the mana, or save up the pips. 510 health, but we do have the class advantage against it. Oh, neutral attack. Let's go. Since we didn't have any traps to set up a troll, I'm just gonna use the cheap hit, the blood bat. Ooh, the possessed. Damn. Uppercutter. Did more damage than me with that. All right, let's keep hitting him in tandem. You know, these spells aren't hitting very hard. That's okay. We fight with our minions, and we'll get there. Probably finish it off with a blood bat. Let's give it a shot. Oh. Okay, 420. Let's hope this finishes it off. I do not want to die. Okay, okay, we're in the clear. Yeesh. What a heavy hitter. You know? It matches our hair. Ooh, hopefully we level up soon.
I saw the whole battle, Wizard. Masterfully done. We got the beast at bay. Now I hope we can get the rest of our trouble sorted out.
You just watched me fight it? You know what? I'm not going to hate on you for that. Ooh, we got a treasure card, though. That's definitely the most firepower we got right now. One-time use, of course, but maybe against the Harvest Lord? I think we could wait for a later fight to use it. Alright, let's go check out the Galvanos Tower. Galvanos. Okay, I swear I have the music on. It's just not playing right now. Please. Actually, we can use the teleporter for this. But we need the health. Alright. Let's prepare the deck while we're walking over there. I don't think we'll need... I do want to guarantee that I have that troll minion in my starting hand, so I will pack like 3 of them. Even if I end up discarding them, just because once I get a minion out, I don't really need more, or I shouldn't. Unless we're just not doing like any damage to the boss. I'd be surprised if that was the case. Okay, please, music. Alright. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Oh. I'll show you guys the classic mode a little bit later.
Another soul to harvest. I knew my little prisoner would draw more to me, like flies to honey.
Okay, she does have her wand.
Wait, my dark master warned me about you. Ha! Imagine the reward he will give me when I present him your very soul.
You don't want it. My soul's a biter. Alright. Summon out the troll minion turn 2, set up a myth trap turn 1. We should be able to one-shot the rotting fodder unless it uses a myth shield. I think we're going with one pixie. Let's go. You can see him powering up the storm amulets to the side. Okay, that is a little too loud. That's better. And he uses a myth shield on himself. Okay. That's fine. We can just summon a minion for now. We don't need to kill him outright yet. It is always a good strategy to focus the minions down first. That way it's more of a one-on-one with the boss, or a two-on-one in our case, since we'll be summoning out these minions all the time. Sometimes it's hard to do that though. Okay. Let's break that shield on him. I do hear they're actually coming out with some big minion updates soon. Mainly for spell elements and such. And for those who don't know, spell elements allow you to upgrade your spells as a whole. So permanent upgrades to spells or alterations to your spells. And it sounds like they're giving some additional like paths or bonuses to some of the myth minions. Well, all the minions as a whole actually, because other classes do get access to minions at points. I know I'm doing an ice playthrough on my own, and I think around like level 35 or something they get a minion, which is pretty cool. So I hope that they keep allowing us to do that stuff. I heard that it also limits the amount of spells they can use though, which I don't like. I'm not a fan of that. Just because, you know, I like the idea of having more control over your minions, like being able to tell them to like go on the offensive, defensive, or stuff. It sounds like they're setting it up so specific types of minions will do that naturally. Like some will spam hits, some will just give you a bunch of buffs essentially and stuff of that sort. And then like they can run out of spells in their deck, which I think that's a little bit weird. I don't like that part. I kind of prefer if they just kept cycling through some spells or something of that sort, you know? Or even better yet, if you could select your spell and then they could select it after, like, you can give them a command and be like, hey, Blade, or like Trap, Shield, something of that sort. Heal, even, for some of the minions. I know Life has a couple of minions, too. I just think it'd be a cool addition, but the fact that minions are getting updated at all has been something that I know a lot of people have been asking for a long time. I mean, it's most of Myth's identity. Myth is like 2 parts to its identity right now. The first one is, you know, minions, and they should be like the key part of the Myth's class is summoning these minions.
Beaten, but my master's grand design is nearly complete. Triton Avenue is doomed.
I know what he's talking about. Meet me outside, Wizard. I need your help.
Oh, you're in the know, Susie? Let me read this book real quick.
The ancient Tritons were creatures of the sea and heirs to the power of the Storm Titan. It is thought they used their command of lightning to create technological wonders. But, if true, their inventions were lost to uncertain tides. The Tritons isolated themselves from their dragon and giant contemporaries, but were often blamed for cataclysms on the land or in the skies. Eventually they retreated to hidden oceans, seldom ever seen again, though some suspect there is a world of Tritons waiting to be found.
Okay. Haha. Pick the book up off the ground. Okay, let's go talk to Susie. No, she really was just
I overheard
outside.
the Harvest Lord's plans. He was raising an army of rotting fodder, armed with storm magic to attack Wizard City. But there's more. The Tempest Nexus up on the ridge channels storm energy into Triton Avenue. The Harvest Lord diverted the flow of energy to enchant the amulets.
Oh, okay.
But after he finished the amulets, he directed the flow back on itself. The Nexus will explode and take Triton Avenue with it. Use the teleporter by the mill to reach the Tempest Nexus. I'll meet you up there.
Oh, that's not good, brother. I'd prefer it if this place didn't explode. Alright. Let's go take that teleporter hub. What do you think, Susie?
Worse than I thought.
Oh no.
The Nexus could explode at any moment. The controls, they aren't working. I can't set it right.
Oh no.
Professor Bellstrom knows more about storm magic than anyone. Go ask him for help. I'll try to keep the Nexus stable. Hurry!
You can get to Ravenwood. Use the Return to Commons button to get
Hey,
back
you
to
got
the
this,
Commons,
Susie.
And then head to Ravenwood.
Alright, let's go home. I don't want to be here no more. Alright, let's go talk to Helston. Teacher!
Hello, Wizard! What? The Tempest Nexus is going to explode?
Yes.
Oh, dear me, we can't have that!
No.
Here, take this Master Key, ring it against the metal of the Nexus 3 times, and the feedback loop should end. Good luck, and move quickly.
If you marked your location, click the recall button to return to your mark.
So just ram a key against it? And okay, I guess you are the professor. Alright. Big bonk, big
Did it,
bonk.
Wizard. Triton Avenue is saved.
That's all it took? Could have done that with your wand, Susie.
You didn't happen to run into my little brother Arthur anywhere, did you?
Arthur.
He's
Ooh.
alright? Thank goodness. Take me to him. It'll be good to see him again.
Let's go. I think that just about closes up the Triton Avenue storyline. Or, you know, the specific streets. Quest line. I don't think there's any other quests to do in this area yet. Or at least for now. Alright, the siblings reunite.
You rescued Susie! All's well. The Harvest Lord has been driven back into the shadows, and the storm energy is flowing again.
There's still a lot of undead roaming around, but without the Harvest Lord to direct them, we can handle them.
Oh, word?
I'll help. So, the Harvest Lord said he had a Dark Master. Track that master down, wizard, so Malastaire's memory can be redeemed.
Duncan, you gotta give up on him, bro.
Maybe you should leave that for later. For now, tell Sergeant Muldoon that things are calming down.
Oh.
Haven't been eaten by any of your summons, I see. How unfortunate. I guess I'll have to teach you a new spell, then.
I'm glad to be free of the Harvest. You stopped him before he...
I did not want to accept that quest. I'm just gonna hide it. I don't want to see it no more. Alright. Well, all we gotta do now is go talk to the, go talk to Sergeant Muldoon. We'll go talk to him. I think after that we talk to Ambrose. I think. I could be mistaken, but watching everybody run past you with their mounts. Sag. Alright. Also, now we're level 10. Where is the gear that she gave us? Thank you, Gloria Crendel. It's not the colors I enjoy, but it'll do. She got me fitted up. Kinda.
Triton Avenue's not going to explode? Well, I should hope not. Sounds like things are getting sorted out. What a relief. Thanks, Wizard.
Wizard, it's time for...
Good job on cleaning up those streets. You know, if this whole student of magic thing doesn't work out, you have a bright future as a guard.
You know, from what we've seen from the guards so far, all they kind of do is, like, stay back, vibe out.
For now, though, report back to the headmaster and tell him that everything is under control.
That sounds good to me, brother. We could just teleport to the commons. Gotta remember to go talk to Sire. Actually, let's do that before we talk to Ambrose. Let's go get our new spell. Oh yeah. Gotta remember what spell they give you at this level. Is this the 3-pip hits? I can't recall. 3-pip's probably level 16 or something. They do a good job of giving you a lot of spells early in the game. Oh no, it is our 3-pip hit. I don't know why they give you the shield so late. Alright. So, going back to preparing for regular fights, we don't need all of that. This will do. But there is a thing called spell writing. Now, spell writing, this is where they're changing some of the like summon stuff and minions and all that. But you can choose different paths for your spells. So like if we go the top path for the Cyclops, which deals, you know, 265 to 325 with 80 accuracy, it'll upgrade like the card as a whole. It won't reduce the pip cost, I think, ever, but it will make it so, like, you know, the damage gets boosted significantly with a accuracy boost as well. Or you can choose another path. For this one, if you're playing the game, you can always right-click it, and then you can scroll over the description down here to see what each one does. So a myth damaging, so it'll do 260 myth damage, and then it will gambit a damage over time. So like Fire Elf, which does damage over rounds. You would take away, it would get rid of that damage over time and give them 265% universal traps. And then the bottom one, instead of giving them traps, it would give you 270% universal shields. Which is pretty cool. Pretty good. But that's for much, much later in the game. They don't, like... You have to grind for those. You have to farm bosses for them, which is a you know, it's a grind.
Alistair broke open the sealed caves and unleashed the undead. Why? Deranged as he's become, I can't believe chaos is his only ambition. He was always dedicated to his wife, Sylvia.
Damn.
When illness claimed her, his devotion led him to delve into terrible rituals to restore her to life.
I can relate.
I forbade him. He ignored me and destroyed the death school in his folly. Now he seeks the Order of the Fang, a lost sect with their own secrets. We must learn why. There is a being who sees through time with the eyes of history and the future, gifted him by the grandmother of ravens. But his eye of history was stolen some time past, and without it, his vision is limited and his memory addled. Alas, we haven't any other choice. So come with me, wizard, to Ravenwood.
To Ravenwood. I'm not worried about those side quests. Abikidu, let's get you out the way too. She'll just give you a tour of the, you know, of the world, so I'm going to skip through her dialogue. I just don't want her sitting in the office for, like, ever. Alright, let's see. A brief history of the Spartle. Let's go talk to Bartleby. Bartleby.
Wizard, once upon a time there was the first world, inhabited by primal beings and 3 terrible titans. When the feuding titans shattered their world, the primal tree and Grandmother Raven sang the song of creation and wove its fragments together into the spiral. This is one of those primal beings, Bartleby, the grandfather of trees. He guided me to bring you here, and it's his insight we seek now.
My sight is not what it once was. My gaze has turned foul and my memory is fading. You must find the one from the world without magic.
Oh?
This is that one, Bartleby. Oh dear. You see, Wizard, he can't stay with us. His mind is lost in time, in the past and the future.
Beware the spiders, fire rings, the alligator, eats the stars. Malistaire, if you take my eye, my gaze will turn foul, and your spirit rotten.
Malistaire stole the Eye of History? Of course! And this repeated bit about a gaze turning foul, there was once a spectre named Foulgaze.
You speaking in riddles?
He often haunted Sapphira's Tower in Old Town. Perhaps his patterns haven't changed. You must investigate it once.
He was known to just haunt this tower? Did no one, like, rest his soul? So many questions. But, looks like we're going to have another battle. With one foul gaze. Probably need some beefier hits for him. So we'll go 2 Bloodbat, 2 Cyclops, 1 Troll. Reason for this setup is just I want the Bloodbats to, like, give finish off hits, or if there's a minion, me plus whatever my Troll throws out would probably be enough to fight him or eliminate the minion. It's hard to control your own minions though. It made more sense if you were able to have more control over them, just because, like, you know, it seems to be the whole school's, like, identity here is let so many these minions have them fight with us and hoorah. But
on the trail of the Order of the Fang, Part 2. Still looking for the Order of the Fang. How I did not find the Order of the Fang useless. Who are you? Oh, you're the one that dealt with the Harvest Lord, the Banshee and the Bunny. I was hoping to meet you. I enjoy a challenge. Take a good look, wizard, because this foul gaze will be your last.
I think we're ready to go. Let's fight him. We need to even the odds quickly, or they're going to spiral out of control on us. Because that's one turn and already, like what, a quarter of our health is gone? A couple more turns of that and we are not in a good spot. But we got enough to bring him in now. Okay, I'm probably going to start saving up for a... Oh, actually, if we can... I wouldn't mind doing a 1-mana healing spell. Not going to need another troll minion for a bit. Let's heal up. No reason to risk it. Though it will be annoying having that haunted minion spamming out the one pip hits. Since our troll hit the boss, he might also draw aggro. Okay, we have the troll. We'll trap up Foul Gaze again and then troll the Haunted Minion next turn. My only concern is Foul Gaze has like 4 pips saved up next turn. He might launch a nuke at us, which would not be great. Also leave us at like 1 health. Let's go for the kill on the Haunted Minion. Oh, that's a 4-pip natural attack. Yep, that hurts. Into the 2-pip. Yeah, we don't have any tools to stop that from happening yet, which is really bad because if he just attacks us next turn, I mean we die because Foul Gaze moves first here. That being said, our troll minion's been laying the hurt on him. I wonder if the aggro will swap. Let's see if we can get this off. Oh, the aggro swapped. Oh, the aggro swapped. A little sprite card that we got from Lady... Oh, what's her name again? The Seraph in Unicorn Way. Lady Oriole. You know what? Hopefully he keeps the aggro. If we can get him though. Okay, he's targeting the troll. My minion is better. My minion is better. Oh, play Revo. Come on, please. Oh, that's easy. That's easy licks. Big money.
While you were busy playing with elves and bunnies, I found every book on the Order of the Fang and sent them to my master.
Like how not to find them?
The useful ones, anyway. What? No, not Malastare. I don't serve Malastare. I serve Lord Nightshade, Keeper of the Darkness. He serves Malastare. And he rules even basement, the hub of our new undead kingdom, the Haunted Cave.
Oh God.
You know, the one on Triton. It's ours.
The Undead Kingdom, aka the UK. Ugh. British.
Traditional theory holds that there are two broad categories of magic: elemental, fire, ice, storm, and spiritual, life, death, and myth. Legends of astral magic from ancient Celestia often complicated those old definitions, but there has yet to be physical evidence of the practice. It was ultimately the discovery of balance magic on Krokotopia that upended the previous paradigms and introduced a composite sorcery that blended the powers of the elemental schools while also being able to enhance or debilitate spiritual powers. Today, balance is considered one of the core 7 schools of magic, but many institutions have yet to fully incorporate it into curricula.
Curricula? Is that... Is that the plural of curriculum? Interesting. Whew. It's nice that we have 8% myth resist right now, but for these early levels, percent resist isn't really the most useful. Especially not like against only my own class. But we'll take what we can get. Alright, let's go to the haunted cave. Yeah, just down the street. Ooh, another silver chest. Let's go. Shock-a-lock. Simple premise with this game. Create a line between where the... What's his name again? I forgot. Basically create a line from here to here to open the lock. Alright. Well, it's kind of a shame that we had to use one of our healing spells, or one of our healing treasure cards. I'm not going to complain about it.
Jeepers, don't sneak up on people like that. Don't you know this cave is haunted?
Daisy Willowmancer. You are not Velma. Wait, shit. Is it Velma?
Isn't this place just wowzer? I heard all the seals were broken, and I had to finally see what kind of ghosts are in here.
I think it is Velma. It's Scooby-Doo.
I read books on these caves. All the books in the library, actually. But nothing makes history come alive more than really seeing the ghosts.
Nerd.
Did you come here out of intellectual curiosity, too? Oh, Lord Nightshade. I've heard of him. Mean guy. He lives in that big tower down the way. Well, I say lives. He doesn't live. He's dead. He unlives in the tower. If you go fight him and survive, can you bring me a souvenir? Ooh, or ask him about the realms of the dead, like the underworld, or Nightside, or Tartarus. I'm super curious. I bet they're nice.
Yeah, I'll ask him about all that for you, Daisy. Okay, what's our plan for him? You know what? We'll keep the same plan we've had going for boss battles, just because I think that's the best that we can manage with our deck right now. I want to throw in a pixie though. I'll throw in another pixie and take the... Well, I wouldn't mind drawing a pixie naturally. But it's nice to have those healing cards on demand. Alright, let's go fight Storm Drain Tower.
Face me, wizard. Do you have any concept of what I am? No mere ghost lost in the ether. I am darkness. King of the dead, Lord of the night side, master of the things in the dark which float and scream. And now you have the honor of becoming one of my subjects.
I'm gonna whoop your booty. Oh, that's a lot of health. Oh, I got a power pit. So from level 10 on, you naturally gain power pip chance. I think I have probably like 1%, so that's massive. That means, actually, I'll still wait a turn to summon out one of my minions. That way, he's even stronger. Follow the plan. That being said, that like what, 390 health? That field guard it's pretty tanky. Especially for a lightning mob. 395. We are gonna want to eliminate him quickly. Especially before he starts bringing out mist shields. Because that turns this into a whole another battle. So this is a troll brute. The other one was a troll guardian, if I'm not mistaken. So it's interesting to see that, like, you know, they power up as you spend more pips on them. I'm gonna let the minion start off with all the attacks, so maybe he'll draw some of the monsters aggro. And aggro here means aggression. It's essentially like sometimes the monsters have a tendency to fight or they aim for whoever's hitting the hardest. So like if you don't hit it all and your minions are just spamming out attacks, there's a good chance that whoever you're fighting will target the minions over you. We're at about half health. I'll heal up. Let the troll brute gets his licks in. Maybe he brings out a Cyclops. Yeah. Alright, let's jump him. JJK style. Fight back! Fight back! Let him get up, let him get up. Die. Your sickle versus that Cyclops hammer. Brother, you're cooked. At this point, I think we're safe to just save up for a bigger hit. Oh. Okay, he's going for a troll. Even if we bloodbat, I don't think it's going to be able to kill. I'll just wait. Hit bigger next turn. Let my troll brute draw some of the aggro. Three pips and he used that. Alright. Time for my own Cyclops. You face many men. You don't stand a chance against the boys. Me, Troll, and Cyclops. Take that.
The books on the Order of the Fang? I have not these things. I collected them as gifts.
Uh-huh.
Gifts to the one who freed us. To the necromancer concealed safely in my domain. In the night side, where no mortal thing can see him.
Where are you running off to?
The original practitioners of death magic were shunned by their societies, written off and punished as plague carriers and spirit thieves. And it's true that many of ill intent found a school with such spooky spells thematically amenable. The worst such group was the cult of the Corrosive Chorus, a sect from ancient Azteca who loathed the song of creation and sought to unwrite it.
Did they come back and redo all of this dialogue for the books? Because Azteca is a more...
They traveled across nascent skyways, summoning banshees and spectral skulls to scream a discordant melody that could unmake worlds. Some believe Bartleby himself intervened to stop them, cursing the death cult with eternal life, sealed forever in a soundproof prison.
Interesting. I don't think we have to... Alright, let's go talk to Daisy. From the hit show, Scooby-Doo. You know, I remember watching Scooby-Doo as a kid. And absolutely loving it. I mean, it's one of those shows that it's hard to look away from once you start watching, you know? All the gags, like the funny chase scenes. It was spooky. It's spooky when you're young. And like as you grow older, you know, you kind of grow. You don't get spooked by it. But I will say, there was a crossover with Supernatural that I thought was absolutely phenomenal. One of my friends, they absolutely loved the show, and I watched it with them. It was very interesting.
Whoa, you survived! Or did you? You two seem solid and opaque, but it might just be the lighting. Nightside. The underplane that sits between the realms of life and death, which can't be seen by mortal eyes. Or do you mean a different night side?
Probably a different night side.
No, that's the one you mean.
Okay.
Yeah, I've read about it. All about it. It's a real physical place somewhere. You just can't see it. Ghosts can, so you'd need ghost eyes. Oh, or the fiery gaze of something possessed by spectral energy. Like those field guards. Defeat field guards and get their pumpkin heads. Then I can do a thing and reveal Nightside.
Okay. You can do a thing. That's exciting. Since those boys are so tanky, I don't mind bringing in Troll Mini again. But we'll pack some weaker hits. I don't think we need to whip out the Cyclops every time against these guys. Because, what, Minion Trolls, Eye Troll, that should be enough? Maybe I'm mistaken. But we have traps and stuff too. Oh. Looks like we got someone helping us out. This is fun. Maybe he'll pull another mob in. Because we have to defeat 2 of them, right? Defeat 2 and collect their heads. That being said, this guy looks to be much, much higher level than us. So I imagine he'll one-shot them, like, next turn. A good sign is when they have 2 power pips and they look way cooler than you. So yeah. Oh, he's using them to defeat themselves. So that's one of the death lifesteal spells, by the way. That's why it healed him up. Those red numbers mean damage, green numbers mean healing. Pretty easy to understand, yeah? Alright. Let's go find Nightshade.
Wowzer, you did a great job. These pumpkin heads are perfect. Unfortunately, I can't do the thing.
Why not?
I thought I could. I read all about it while you were gone, but I can't. I can do stuff, but what you need is a thing.
I was gone for like 5 seconds. I'm not surprised you didn't find the solutions.
Headmaster Ambrose knows about things. All things. You should ask him for help.
It's very intuitive. Miss Willowmancer. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hello, Penny. Ambrose.
Wizard, I'm afraid Bartleby's mind remains jumbled. I don't think he can help us. Have you had any luck with foul gaze?
Yes.
What's that you say? You need me to do a thing. Oh my, young people these days are terribly imprecise. You believe Malistaire is hiding in Nightside? That explains much. It would conceal him from all but Bartleby. Thus, the theft of his eye. I see your plan. I can enchant these ghostly pumpkins to transfer their vision into yours, allowing you to see that which dead things saw. At least for a short time. It'll take but a moment. And there. It is done. Go now, follow your instincts, find the hidden path to Nightside.
Oh. Not talking about any of those yet. Let's scout the area in Nightside. I know where it is, of course. Also, there's a whole quest arrow, so I would be shocked if anybody had much trouble finding it right now. It's behind the waterfall.
Oh, Wizard, it has been so long. Have you come seeking the School of Death Magic? You have found it, and much more.
Mm-hmm. What you talking about, Mortis?
The Death School and I once sat above in the Ravenwood under the shade of the grandfather tree. But in his rage and sorrow, Malistaire stole us. He feigned an explosion and shifted the very land upon which the school sits here to the night side. From this haven he conducts his research into what I do not know. All I could do was sit and wait for Bartleby to see us and send help. His eye of history was stolen? No. Malistaire must have done this. He is in the school now. You must fix what he has broken.
Nope. Alright, well, he's in the school. Let's go piece him up.
Master, what about this book? The Order of the Fang was born of, some word that starts with K.
Give me that. Crocotopia, you dunce. And I knew that already. I've been scouring the place for ages. I came back here to find where in Oh, I see. Yes, this book does indeed have the answer I seek.
Alistair fitted up, though. Plus, he's got that dope wand.
So
A
you're
dope staff.
too late, wizard. Yes, I remember you. You fought my minions, thwarted all my diversions, but it doesn't matter. I've already won.
Oh, have ya? Oh.
That was very dramatic. It's just a book. Hello there. I'm Dworgen, caretaker of the Death School. What's your name?
Dworgen, you got some interesting proportions there. Looking like a One Piece character. I love
Did you know
it.
the Death School moved to Nightside? That's an odd name. Oh, I get it. I thought it was darker than usual outside. Haven't gotten out much, and my master started bringing me books to study. Oh, and an orb that he said could show us all of history.
Do you have the orb?
I have history. No, don't have any. I have new dyes, though, if you want some. Still crunchy, too. Anyway, my master couldn't get the orb to work. So he traded it for more books. We've read everything to find the Order of the Fang. Turns out they're on Crocotopia, in a great... something that begins with S. You should probably tell the headmaster the Death School moved. Don't want the students to miss class.
You've been down here for so long. Alright, well let's go tell Ambrose. So it is like a different realm, because from here, you're able to see Bartleby's leaves. And if it were just under the waterfall, we'd still be able to see his leaves for sure, right? Oh, okay, interesting. It is a different, like, a different realm. Interesting. Ambrose.
Some good news, Wizard. The guards are reporting progress in pushing out the remaining undead, thanks to you. Now tell me, did you find Nightside? What?
Oh, we got our prism.
My, this is indeed distressing news. But at least we know what happened to the Death School and poor Dworgen. I'll manage shoring up our passage to Nightside so we can resume proper death classes. But we must still contend with Malistaire. We know he seeks the Order of the Fang, a mysterious sect of wizards from Crocotopia, but we don't know why.
Power.
With Bartleby's eye missing, we must rely on old-fashioned methods to find out. I need you to follow Malistaire's trail to Crocotopia. Take these 2 spiral keys. They will grant access to the world door inside Bartleby. Even in his current state, he can guide you from there.
Alright. Let's go chase Malistaire. We'll come back and do most of the other stuff after we get our mount. First things first, though. Let's go talk to Bartleby.
Explore new worlds? Heed my words. All the worlds of the spiral are connected through world doors, which are unlocked by spiral keys. The keys the headmaster gave you will allow you to travel to the desert world of Crocotopia and back here to Wizard City. Throughout your adventures, you will discover new keys and new worlds and wondrous things and terrible dangers. I chose you for a reason. And while my mind is fogged and my memories vague, I trust my past judgment. You are destined for great things.
Smart.
Yours will be an incredible journey, young wizard. Now it is time for you to take the first step.
Alright. Let's go through the world door. It really is beautiful when you take a second to look around in here. Nice music, too.
Another wizard? A servant of the one called Malistaire, are you? No? Oh, then perhaps you can help us. Malistaire has been here many times, and each time he comes he raises more of the oppressive tots from their slumber, seeking their knowledge. They must be stopped, or they will enslave the Mander people again. If you would help us, talk to the Sergeant Major in the Oasis.
Damn, he like just came through here. How much damage did he do? Sergeant Major Talbot. Talbot.
What ho! Greetings, youngster. You must be one of those wizards from Wizard City.
Yes.
Sergeant Major Sylvester Quimby Talbot III at your service. Order of the Fang? I think I heard Professor Winthrop mention that name. He and his crew are still excavating when they should be evacuating. You'll find Professor Winthrop inside the pyramid. Perhaps he has some information that can help you. And please, try to keep him safe.
Alright, we got another potion. Let's go. So, I guess this is a good spot to end it. We've made it to Krokotopia. We have more or less saved Wizard City. There's still some side quests and stuff to do there, but for now, we're going to start making some progress through Krokotopia. Let's go. We also got a prism. I described what it does a little bit earlier. It converts a myth hit into a lightning hit. Useful against other myth stuff. Myth minions, myth creatures, mobs. So, we'll get right into it next time. Going to talk to Professor Winthrop. First things first, let's actually talk to Prospector Zeke. He gives us the fine quests.
Again, young wizard. Good to see you again. I see you made it out of Wizard City. I was worried the place was falling apart. You'd be glad to know all them smiths you found are being appreciated. I found them all good homes, I did. They'll be safe so long as Malister don't get his way.
I'll find the rest of the smiths later, after I get my mount.
Maybe you can help me again. I need to round up beetles. They're all over Krokotopia. You bring them back to me and I'll reward you.
I got you. I got you, Prospector Zeke. First one's actually right over here. Right next to the entrance of the library. Which I think... Oh, no. It's not the librarian. Who is it? Who asks us for Mander history? Is it Zane? Oh, Hatch Aldim is what I was thinking of. Oh, I was totally wrong. Who is it again? Is it Tinu?
Ooh, at last, someone who can help me. Please take this parchment to Zane at the library. Yes, the library is over by the prospector's camp. Ooh, I should have given this to Zane weeks ago.
No, not him.
Yes.
There's always histories that go with each world. And usually there is someone with a quest who asks you to go find out about the histories. Maybe I'm just forgetting about where they are. Well, that'll be for next time. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you tune in next time. Help us work with me to get through Krokotopia. It has been a pleasure. Ciao.